Hey everyone, Pew Pew Preacher here. DNT Optics sent me their ThermNight thermoscope, and so I'm excited to share with you guys the really cool features. So looking at some of the features of the ThermNight scope, the biggest one obviously being the thermoscope, which allows you to see heat and is very useful at night. But additionally, it has a daytime and infrared night vision digital scope. And what's even cooler, it has a built-in rangefinder. And so the rangefinder allows you to determine the distance of your target. Even cooler is that it has a built-in ballistic calculator. So if you input the data of your round, it can also determine, using your rangefinder, the holdover of your target. So taking a closer look at the front of the scope, you see the largest lens here is the thermal scope. Above that is the daytime and night vision digital scope. Next to that we have the rangefinder, which determines the distance of your target and also works to calculate your holdover. And below that is the infrared illuminator. Looking at the side of the scope, this button turns on the rangefinder and is also used to determine your holdover. And this button is used to switch between the thermal scope and the daytime and night vision digital scope. And then looking at the rear of the scope, you'll see these buttons here, which allows you to navigate the menu. And this dial here allows you to zoom in and zoom out. One of the cool things about this being a digital scope is that you can actually record what you're seeing on the screen. And so let's take a look at some of the screen recordings that I did, showing all the features, including how to zero the optic. So as we look at the screen recordings that I made with the ThermNight, first we're going to look at the app here and just showing you the ballistic data that I inputted for the round that I'm using. For zeroing, there is a zero option in the menu. I did a 3-round group, and then there's an option to freeze the screen right where your point of aim is, and then you move the reticle to your point of impact. After that, I confirmed my zero. Once I zeroed my daytime digital scope, I turned on my thermoscope and moved the daytime scope into the picture-in-picture, as you see at the very top there. And I went into the zeroing option and lined up both of the reticles together. So here I'm looking directly at bullseye with the daytime scope and lining up the reticle of the thermoscope down to the bullseye as well. Here I'm just testing out the rangefinder. Here it's showing a target at 101 yards. Next is 203 yards, and all the way down range is 303 yards. So I'm just checking out my 100-yard holdover with a 3-run group. And you'll see here my 3-round group is about average for me. Next, I'm testing out my 200-yard group with 5 rounds. And you'll see here that the holdover is working pretty well. Now I'm shooting steel at 304 yards, and the holdover is telling me exactly where I need to aim at 304 yards. Flipping through the different modes of the thermoscope, we're looking at steel targets that I heated up with a blowtorch. Here I'm shooting a target at 51 yards and the holdover is accurate on both scopes. And even as I switch over to a target nearly 200 yards downrange, the holdover is accurate. I did notice that I preferred having the thermal scope in the picture-in-picture and having the night vision scope then in the main picture, and there's a lot more clarity that way. And again, the holdover is accurate with the ballistic calculator. I hope you found this video of the DNT Optics ThermNight informational and useful. I actually hope to be using the scope for a hunting trip this fall if I get drawn. And if I do, I'm gonna totally share the screen recordings and whatnot on my social media. And as always, if you have any questions about this, let me know down in the comments and I'll be happy to answer your questions.